You started your implementation in a private GitHub repo to try things out or run a proof of concept, and then your project became the starting point of a client implementation. Now you want to transfer your code into the client GitHub account, ideally with keeping the branch history. In this video, we do that using the XMCloud website implementation I worked on in the XMCloud tutorial series. There are several ways to transfer a repo from one account to another. Checking the Git documentation, they recommend using their transfer functionality, going to Settings and scroll all the way down to Transfer Ownership. However, this would create a new repo and I don't have that kind of access on the target GitHub account. So my repo was already created empty and I need to push my code there. We will choose to clone mirror our repository. That will get all branches and tags, so basically executing a clone of the main branch and check out all single branches. We could perform these steps also separately, but why should we? So in terminal, I run git clone passing the parameter mirror along with the URL to my GitHub repo, and I want to create that in a new folder named temp-dir. So that was successful. Let me check the results. Looks like I should navigate into my solution first. So let's do that. Looks like I don't have tags, but I got all the branches I created in a past video. So now I need to clear the link that points to my original repository and I point it to the new GitHub repo. When running a git push origin all, my branches are pushed, but I get an error on the main branch. That is because the main branch is existent in the target repo and I have not fetched the content of it. And I also don't want to, so I run the command passing the extra force parameter. If I would have used tags, I could also run a git push tags. This is not necessary in my case. Now in GitHub, I can see all my files in main branch and my other branches being added. All my files? Well, all GitHub controlled files. Looking into the git ignores, we see the .env file of the root. This one could be recreated through the init.ps1 script, but we'll copy it over. The .sitecore/user.json file. This one is created when using a .NET Sitecore Cloud login, but we don't want to search for all the stuff, so we want to copy that over as well. And the .env.local of the app itself. This one we created manually, so let's copy this one as well. But first things first. I clone my newly created repo from GitHub by copying the predefined command on the website and execute that in the terminal. I copied over the previously mentioned files off screen. Now I open my new solution in Visual Studio Code and navigate to the app directory in terminal. Let's run an npm install on the app. And now an npm run start connected. Looks we are back to business. My repo has been copied. I can start working on the code. I can also hook this up with my remote XMCloud instance, but our code is currently not considered when deploying to XMCloud. So let's go into the XMCloud deploy app. Select the Headless SXA tutorial series project. You can see in the project details that I already changed to the Sitecore GitHub account using the XMCloud tutorial series repository. If you want to change it yourself, click on Options and Edit Project. From here, you change the project details. So you can click the Edit button of the account to select an existing connection or connect to a new GitHub account. Make sure that you have organization owner rights for the GitHub account, as XMCloud Deploy needs to install an app to the GitHub account which requires this level of security. If you do not have organization owner rights on your GitHub account, ask someone to grant you this kind of access or invite someone with this access level to your XMCloud organization so it can be set up for you. Also keep in mind that you use a dedicated service account for the GitHub login of your company and not a private one. The XMCloud app being installed in GitHub is tied to the user. So if that particular user leaves the project, it can be complex to make changes on that integration in future. Let's see if our code deploys. I go to the environment and hit the Options button at the top right. Select Build and Deploy The deployment is started. After a couple of minutes, the deployment is finished and I can launch XM Cloud. I open Pages. That looks all good. We finalized our move from one GitHub repository to another now. So by moving the code into the Sitecore GitHub account, it is right now open sourced, so you can follow it along with the video series. Keep in mind, this is not a starter kit, this is just an implementation example. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss further content from our Discover Sitecore channel. Leave a comment if you have questions or any remarks. See you next time.